What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to episode 8 of my Manchester United career mode. And look what time it is. It's January and we all know what that means. It's the January transfer window, and take my word for it, this window is absolutely amazing. There's a load of deals and sagas and it's about to begin right now. So the board have accepted a bid for Raphael. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done that myself. But we actually have an offer for Raphael right here, so I'm slightly confused what the situation is right now. So he is homesick, his form's not the best, and he's worth 6 mil. Bilbao have offered 5.5. He obviously wants to leave, and I want to get the most out of him because I think he's a really good player on FIFA. So 9.5, I'd take that. Get some more money in the bank account. And sadly, Rojo is out for 8 days, but I don't think we have any key games in that. You know, them days. Getting slightly confused, but I need a keeper. That's something important for the squad, a reserve keeper, and also I'm looking at players that have 6 months left on the contract, because I can get them for free in the summer, and I think that's for players over 23 years old. Not quite sure what the ruling is, but yeah, a world-class player on a free transfer would be fantastic. And as you'll see later on in the episode, I actually go for 2 that I think of that I've seen before and actually bought in another career mode that I've got going on but not recording. But they are 2 great players, you can take my word for that. We're also looking for a keeper who's tall. Need a backup for De Gea because Ben Amos is on the transfer list and he's actually leaving, as you can see there. But first of all, look at that offer for John Stones. I paid, I think it was 5 million for him in the summer, and he's actually playing really well, developing well as a player, and I actually really like him for our squad. I think he fits very well. And I think 7.5, it's a good offer, but I want more. If I want to sell John Stones as a replacement, I want to get another young class defender, so 11.5, I think that's respectable. So as you can see here, Ben Amos will be departing the club in the summer and going to Middlesbrough, so we definitely need a keeper. Talking about keepers, there's an offer for De Gea, who he has the potential to probably be one of the best keepers in the world in this game, so 14 mil is just not going to cut it. And I'm going to reject all offers because there's no way I'm going to sell him. And this looks like it's going to be a bit of a transfer saga in January, as QPR really want John Stones for 8.5 million. I'm going to counter that for 10.5, try and get as much as I can for him. And there's an offer for Ogbonna, who I also bought in the summer, so it's Sunderland for 4.5 million. Ogbonna cost me, I think, 7 at the time. He's been a bit hit and miss this season, and yeah, I think I want to keep him, but I'll sell him for the right price. And that's the same with Raphael. Bringing the price down to 8.5. Want to try and get as much as I can for him. Another offer for Ogbonna, 5 million. Not going to cut it. Good night. I think we've got another one here. Yes, John Stones, 8.5. QPR are back. It's just not enough. It really isn't. So 10 mil, that is my final offer. If they offer less than that again, it's just going to get rejected, and I'll keep him. And I'm happy about that if I do keep him. If I get the right price, I don't mind getting rid of him and getting a replacement in. So, as Raphael looks like he'll be leaving the club, I need a replacement. I wanted to go for a young English right back, and I think Nathaniel Klein is just the perfect replacement for Raphael. So I'm going to scout him and hopefully get him into the club, because he definitely a fullback with a bright future and some great potential. Offer fee here for another young English defender. Tyler Blackett hasn't played for us this season, so we'll let him go out for the rest of the season on loan. Hopefully get them first team experience. And the first game of this episode is in the FA Cup. It's the transfer window. I want to concentrate on transfers, and yeah, I'm just going to sim this game. And I'll be using my second team. It looks a little bit weak, but it is Hull. I think we might have a chance of beating them, and we're at home, so that always helps. And I finished 1-1. Januzaj got a goal, Carrick injured. But the worst possible thing happened. It's a replay. And it looks like QPR have given up on John Stones. What is this? Really, 4.6 mil for Raphael. That's a disgrace. The board has just messed it all up. Disappointed. So disappointed. Something else I realised was my scout was just scouting really bad players, and So I recalled him and sent him out once again to look for technically gifted players, which is obviously what you want in your club. So here is the first Premier League game of this episode, which I will be playing, and it's away to QPR. Could be a tough one. Loftus Road, it's a small, tight ground, one of them you wouldn't want to go to as an away player. And as you can see in the league, we're well above them. We should easily win this. So, coming into the game, there was some great performances, but Van Persie, I was sure he was going to get sent off here. I had my head in my hands and luckily got a yellow card. But their keeper, Alex McCarthy, was just having a worldie. You'll see from so many saves. First of all from Rooney, fantastic save. The follow-up coming in, crossing to the box. And he saves from Rooney once again. And considering I'm looking for a keeper, Alex McCarthy could be a choice to be second keeper, but he'd be a bit wasted because he's such a great keeper in real life. He's English, young, which is always what I'm looking for. You'd think Rooney would score here, but no, McCarthy comes to QPR's aid once again. But I think if I went for him, he'd be a little bit costly, but this is one shot he would not be saving. Pogba, here we go, smash it. What a finish by Paul Pogba. That is what I'm talking about. He needs to be doing more of that. And yeah, it's great to see. You'll see in the replay here. What a finish. McCarthy had no chance. Boom. Just before half time as well. So it was the perfect time to be getting a goal. And that's the way to open up the deadlock. Nicely done. Into the second half. McCarthy was at it once again. Good save there. But later on, had to finish this game off. It was Pogba once again. Look at him run around their defence. Surely it's going to be a goal, but no. Falcao came on and it's another poacher's goal for him. It seems like all of his goals this season have been poacher's goals. But at least he's knocking them home now. And that is his 5th goal this season. So good for him. But QPR seemed a bit rejuvenated after that, and they just had some great opportunities. Look at this, bounces off Smalling's face and then they hit the crossbar. Scrambling, panicking, just need to get rid of the ball. Oh my god. Well, they really were putting on the pressure, and you'll see once again, I don't know how they don't score here. It's a great save, and luckily Smalling once again, the ball just gets smashed into him. And that's the end of the game. 2-0 away win. Solid performance, and it could have been so much more if McCarthy wasn't in the goal, but Carrick, well, ignore Carrick for now. What is that? This is my final warning for, I don't even know what I'm doing, bad behaviour, so apparently I'm shouting at the referee or something. It's a family club. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not shouting at all. Come on, FIFA, what are you doing to me? But we'll forget about that. Hopefully I don't get sacked for absolutely no reason. So Cologne have come in for $2.5 million pretty much for Carrick, who's going to be out of contract in the summer and wants to leave. So I counted the offer and try and make the most of it. $3 million, I'd take that. So that's a midfielder out the door. And the scout report has come back for Klein, 75 rated. That's pretty good for his age. And yeah, I think he's got potential to be 80 plus in the future. So I'm going to go for a respectable offer here, $3.5 million. As he is worth 2.4 at the moment. So hopefully get him in the door. But actually, 2 players that I've seen in the past coming to the end of their contract. 2 players that would suit my team perfectly. First of all, Fabian Schär. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name at the moment, so I need to work on that. I'll say Schär for now. But yeah, this guy on a free transfer, he can come into the team and he'd probably be a squad rotation player. I think he can play right back as well as centre back, and he's at a perfect age as well, 23. And I think the big one that's out of contract in 6th month that people know about is Sami Khedira. All the big teams are fighting over him in the Premier League. In real life, 27 years old, rated 84, worth 16.5 million. Just look at them stats, all high 80s. He'd be a perfect addition to the squad, as we have lost Michael Carrick, and he could be a great defensive midfielder. And yeah, here comes the replay, which I don't really care about. It's the FA Cup. I'm concentrating on the Premier League this season, so screw the 2 cups. So we'll see how my reserve team do. Sim the result 2-1. Yeah, a little bit disappointed. Cadlet's actually got his first goal for the club, so that's good to see. And actually make a slight change to our formation. Bring the 2 wingers narrower and further forward, and the attacking mid slightly dropping back to make us overall a little bit more attacking. And talking about attacking, Klein, really want to get him in the club, but 3.5 is not good enough for Southampton, so I boosted up to 4.5, even though they want 4.8, trying to sneak a bit of a deal in there. But look at that, perfect news, Shah and Khedira have accepted, and they will be joining in the summer. So that means I don't have to do any panic buys in January, really. Klein is just a straight replacement for Raphael. Don't really need anyone else at the moment. Carrick's left. Klein, yeah, I'm just going to offer 4.8 just to get this deal sewn up. And I'm even going to offer an extra £1,000 just to make them feel a little bit better about themselves. But yeah, I actually forgot to send my scouts out, so that's why I haven't had any results. So I'll send them out to the likes of Portugal, England, Germany, Argentina and Italy. But look at that huge news. Klein, that's not the huge news by the way, but Klein, the deal has been accepted. Gonna offer him a contract as an important first team player, as him and Stones will be the right backs for me. But look at this, a big offer, huge offer from Barcelona. £43 million for Paul Pogba. In the summer I bought him for, I think it was 20 mil, and was it Anderson, someone like that? So around about 25 million, and Barcelona come in with 43, and it takes me a while to think about what to do here. I'm thinking, yeah, 52 million, and that could get me 2 world-class players. So I'll submit that, and yeah, it's big news hanging over this match at home to Southampton. And Nathaniel Klein, it's worked out perfectly. He's in the team against his former club. And in the first game, it's weird how these things work out. So second against 17th, we're playing weaker teams in this episode, and yeah, it doesn't start great. What is Phil Jones doing? You'll see from the replay, it's a shocking challenge. He's so late, and it's just a clear penalty. I don't even know why he did that. It's just a waste of time. And talking about waste of times, what is this from Tadic? Absolute disaster. He stalls and slips over. Perfect. But Klein was having a fantastic debut, and then this happened. I was just hoping, praying that no, this was not coming. A red card in his debut against his former club. How could this happen? What is he doing? I was sure a defender was coming back here. You'll see the defender just behind. In my opinion, that wasn't a red card, and that was really harsh. And yeah, he's just devastated on his debut, and he's going to be out for a game. But later on in the game, I was trying to defend, and then what a free kick that is. It's a great free kick, but we defended so well for the rest of the game with 10 men. And yeah, there's nothing De Gea could do about that. And it's a real shame, it really is, and we actually lose this game. Southampton aren't the best of teams on Korea and on FIFA, but yeah, it's a real shame. We held on nearly to the end. But yeah, you can see Pogba's gone to Barcelona. I can't find the message to actually confirm the deal. But yeah, 52 million. What a deal that is. Biggest deal of the January transfer window, and on transfer deadline day, here we are, last 10 hours. There's an offer for Smalling which doesn't get accepted, and that's actually all that happens in the last 10 hours. So not the most exciting there, but it's a fantastic month. It really is. There's been some great deals. And this is the final game of the episode, once again against a lower team, and it's West Ham. And we need to get back on track after that defeat to Southampton. And Rooney, he's just gone out of form. We've been facing some great keepers. They've been in great form against us, but Rooney has lost it a little bit. But as you can see, a bit of a bullet header from Barkley here, as the keeper was flapping about. Barkley, amazingly, hasn't scored since the first day of the season, where he got 2 on his debut. It's been a bit of a dip for him, and a bit of a dip for the team, as we can't seem to score very well at the moment. Rooney's just missing so many opportunities. And the game ended 0-0. Not good. In terms of on the pitch, we're not performing the best at the moment. We're in the January transfer window. We've done alright. Sold bought Klein and sold Pogba and Carrick. So there's going to be no more dealings, as that's the end of the January transfer window. But next season in summer is going to be fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.